How's it going, everyone? What is up? Fix my hair after I took off my hood there. There we go. I skipped last Sunday. There was no coffee break because I had some other things going on. I did a few other things outside of the garage. So I didn't have a whole lot going on. I missed one or two posts. I had a video all ready for Wednesday on top 10, but I uploaded it and then I went to get it ready to post, and I looked at it and it was like, you dumb shit, you uploaded the last video that you already showed, which is on top 10, which was the stenciling the cabinet. So the cabinet is painted, and all I have left to do on it is clear coat it, and doesn't look like I might not be able to do any clear coating until maybe this week sometime. I think I have 1 day or 2 days this week that it's going to be in the 50s, which is tomorrow and Tuesday. Tomorrow I won't be around. I'll be down at Meadville at the hospital with my wife. She's going down to have what the hell do you call it? Yeah. Anyway, they're going in through her wrist. They're going to go up and look at she might have a blockage in her heart, and they may have to put in some stents. And so I'll be down there all day tomorrow. It's supposed to be in the 50s, but you know, she's more important right now. So get that taken care of. And then Tuesday I think it's going to be in the 50s, and maybe even Wednesday. So I might be able to get the clear coat on the cabinet and get started putting it back together. I posted the stereo on Wednesday since I, kind of screwed up. And in fact, it's doing really well. My stereo equipment seems to do better than the arcade. But that's the way it goes. That's the way things are. I guess there's still just not as much interest in arcade machines as there are in stereo equipment. So, I know what I need to concentrate a little bit more on it too. I knew once I got started on this top 10 that it was going to be a long process because of just the condition that it's in and was in. And then yesterday you got to see me getting started on the back box mechanism panel. We got the Jones plug changed out. Got one. I put a Bally in it, and and that'll work good. Still looking for my box of steppers. I have a box of steppers here somewhere, and I can't remember where the hell I put it. And it's got 2 credit units in it, and at least 2. I know there's 1. Anyway, there might be 2 or might be 3 in that box. It's been so long since I've been in it, because most of the stuff I get, most of the parts are there, just that they need a little help. So I haven't needed full stepper units or anything like that. But I know there's a couple, or at least 1. I know 1. And it'll probably be out of a Bally. And we'll see if the reel will fit on our credit unit. And if not, then we'll probably run it without it until I find one. Most people that come in the arcade and put money in the EMs haven't a clue how many credits they get or how many credits are left on the machine. There's times I go over there and there'll be one of the EMs or a couple of the EMs with, excuse me, 3, 4, or 5 games still on them. Most people think that you put a quarter in and that's it. You quarter, you play, you're done, and another quarter. Well, a lot of my EMs are still on, 2 games for a quarter. So they don't realize that, which is fine, I just, you get a little bit more out of them. So it wouldn't be a big deal if it wasn't on there. But I want it on there, so eventually, if I can't make one fit or get one to work on it, I will eventually find one that will work on it, and we'll get it set up right. I cleaned up the switches and did the one stepper unit. Let's see, that stepper unit, it was froze up, and that was the ball count unit. And it was froze solid, and I went through it and got it all cleaned up. Let's see, this is that's the video you watched yesterday. God, it's terrible. I can't even remember what the hell I posted last. That's why that was up, and that's why you seen me looking. I was making sure that I was right, and I still question myself. But we have one more stepper unit to clean up. I'll clean it up without a problem. I won't video it. It's the same as the other one, only it's the 00 to 90 stepper. I'll get it cleaned up and it'll be ready. The biggest part, the next video you see on that mech, is we're going to be wiring in 2 score reels. I've been looking at them. The schematics, it's hard to find where each wire goes on there because you have to track down, you have to look at everything and find out where it goes to, the score reel 1 or score reel 2, but they call it the switch counter is what they call it. It's not, or scoring drum. So it makes it tough. You don't just get a nice layout of the score unit with all the wiring on it. So you have to, it's going to be kind of tough because these are out of a different machine that had a different wiring harness. So the colors don't match up. That's always fun. But it's going to be a long, tedious process, I'm afraid. But it may not. I know there's on player 1, the 10 score unit on player 2. Some of the wires are the same on player 110, and same with the 10,000. The other one we have to replace and put in. So that's not too bad. I can get a bunch of that, get them wired up where they belong, and then it's going to be a matter of chasing down where the other ones go. But there are some subtle differences between the 2 of them, the wiring, because it's player 1 and player 2. And not all those wires are on the back panel. A lot of those wires run over to the Jones plugs and then go to the play field, because that's where your scoring starts, is the play field. You hit a 10, it's got to go down, go through the play field, Jones plug, and up through, and either to the 10-point relay or right straight to the scoring unit, the score reel. So it could be that you hit it and it goes right straight to the solenoid, trips the solenoid once, it pulls in, hits the end of stroke, shuts off, and there's your 10 points. The biggest thing is with the plate on it, your scoring plate on it. The circuit board tells the machine where the 10 point is, because the 10 pointer also runs the 0 to 90 stepper unit. So the machine knows exactly where the 10 point is, so it can match if you line everything up. So it's going to be, it'll be fun. No, but we'll get her. And then we got a little bit to do on the face. Some of those shadow boxes, when I went to pull it out, I went to pick it up and you touched it and they just disintegrate. So get a couple of those rebuilt and that'll be fine too. Now, this big ugly thing sitting in front of me here, might be big ugly to you, but it's really, really pretty to me. That is a score motor for a Chicago coin. Come out of a blue Max. MRN Bricks. He's a subscriber, contacted me and knew of somebody on Pinside that was parting out a blue Max, and he had the stepper unit. So I contacted him, and sure enough, he still had it. So naturally, I scrounged up the money and I bought it, because I don't know how many more of those you're going to come across to the score motor. With everything. Have all the cams and all the switches, motor, everything's good on this. So I bought it, and I just got it in yesterday. And I've been looking at it. There's a few subtle differences on this, on the Blue Max than the top 10. I haven't looked real heavily to compare the differences, but Cam 4, the top one, on top 10 has 2 relay sets, and Blue Max only has 1. The thing is on top 10, the 2 on the top, there would be 1 here and 1 over here, if you can see where I'm pointing, are the drop target reset. 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 and 5. So I'm kind of hoping, and I'm pretty sure I'll have to look at Blue Max and see what the top one is for. But it looked like the rest of the relays are the same. This may have a few extra leaf switches on it compared to top 10, but what I'll do is I'll print out the switch diagram for top 10 and for Blue Max, and that way I can compare back and forth. Colors, everything, and we'll get that wired in, and I think that's going to work fine. Instead of it resetting drop targets at 2 different times, when it's rolling around, it'll reset a couple and then reset the other 3. I may have to set it up to where it resets them all at once, all 5 at once, and hopefully it can handle it. We'll find out. But it looks, like I said, it looks like everything else is pretty much the same, but I won't know for sure until I get both printouts and we start comparing. That's down the road a ways. We have to finish up that mech panel. We have the back box to finish up and get painted. We got to get the cabinet all put together, so when we're done with the bottom mech panel, we can slide it down in, screw it in, and then set our pretty play field down in it, and it will be able to start playing around with it. The back glass for it's going to be quite a while before I can get the back glass, but we'll do something. Even if we do put the crappy one in, it'll look like hell, but it'll still cover everything, and you know. So we're going to do that anyway. And that'll take care of, mostly, there's only a few more pieces that I need for top 10. I have a brand new playfield glass for it, I think, and the one coin unit relay is missing out of it, cut out of it. But that's a simple setup, and I have a bunch of relays out of valleys, you know, and all that, and we may be able to just kind of convert it over and kind of make it a hybrid and put one of those in just for the credit unit, the coin door, coin unit 1. All we have to do, you know, it'll work just fine that way. All it needs to do is trip and tell the credit unit to put credit on. And I think it's coin 1, and there's coin 1 and coin 2, you know, the 2 slots. Oh, that's the other thing. I need a lockdown bar and that one piece that goes on the coin door. I'm not worried about the piece on the coin door a whole lot, because I'm pretty sure I can find a whole coin door, even this one off this Blue Max. When I have some more money, I'll contact him again and see if he still has some, you know, like the lockdown bar, because I have the 2 different style receivers. I have the one for the old Stern, and I have the one for Chicago coin. So, you know, either or, I'm not sure what was on Blue Max. That's something else I'd have to look up to make sure. But even if I had the lockdown bar, it didn't matter which one it is. I could put it on, and I put the receiver on, and we'd be in good as gold. That one piece that goes across on the coin door that actually has the coin stickers on it, the quarters, that is what's missing off of that. I don't know if anything else will work on it. It probably will have to be Chicago coin for sure. But you know, Stern, the old Stern might be the same. Old Stern might be the same, and we might be able to get away with that too, or just getting a whole nother coin door assembly. I did that on Dragon. Yeah, I think it was Dragon. I had, you know, a bunch of the coin door was missing, and it was all beat to heck. In fact, no, the whole thing was missing, and I got a coin door off of something else, off of a. Let's see, that's a System 1, and then their next system, I can't remember what their next system is. It came off of that, but I had the complete wiring harness still in Dragon, so I was able to take that and got it and put all my switches and everything in it, and it worked fine. Turned out good. No, Sinbad. Yeah, it was Sinbad was the one. Yeah, because that was the one. Sinbad was the one that somebody put a hole, eject hole on it, where a stand-up target was supposed to be. If you remember, that's the one that had all those wires and all that hackery hanging out from underneath of it. Yeah, Sinbad was the one that had that was missing the whole coin door, but they stripped the coin door and left the whole wiring harness inside, still attached. So they must have just needed the shell. So I was able to take that from I can't think of what their next system was. And the System 1, and then whatever system came after that. I keep wanting to say System B, but no. Anyway, I'll think of it as we go along. That one I did. I'm going to do the same thing with Chicago coin. I have the complete wiring harness if I have one off of a Stern or another, you know, Chicago coin that's a little different. I have the wiring harness. I can put it all together. if nobody wants to part with just that one piece across the coin door. You know, most of the time you don't want to piece out a coin door. You don't want to take pieces off of it, you know, because you want to sell the whole coin door. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. That's a long ways down the road. That may not even be until sometime in the summer when we finally get everything finished up, because there's other things I'm going to have to be doing here real shortly as far as video wise goes, because, you know, things are getting closer and closer. We're coming towards the end of March, April. I got stuff to do to get ready, and so it may not be, but once I get ready down there and able to get everything done and start selling and all that, then even more parts can come in and we can start doing other things and get other stuff finished up. I had to put my one project on hold that I wanted to do, was fixing the Ryobi batteries for Bald Guy Garage. I had to put that on hold because this came up, and this was more important than the spot welder kit, you know, the DIY spot welder for doing 18650s. This was more important than that, so, because I still have good batteries. Because it was going to get to the point where I had everything ready, and then we're going to be looking around for something to do on it, and the only thing we could do is plug it in and see if lights come on. But now we got a big project here, putting that in and the 2 score reels. Lots of fun wiring. But as long as it's warm, it's no big deal. You can sit down and I'll park my butt on my little red stool, and I'll sit there with a couple of schematics, and we'll get everything all squared away on it. And this is the biggest. You get this working, and everything else you can mess with everything else and get everything else working. But it's got to have that. So yes, I am very happy that I finally found a score motor unit. Man, I'm having a hell of a time today. It's kind of like my head's somewhere else. Well, not up my, you know, okay. But I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to get back at it. So probably a short one, be a short one, because I still don't have a whole lot going to tell you about, except, you know, and so I'll come back. Hopefully I'll think of something else. I still am in a bad habit of not writing stuff down when I think of stuff to talk about on coffee break, so kind of bear with me. Eventually I'll get it through my thick head that I need to write stuff down as it comes up. But for now, I get to ad-lib. Okay, over on Bald Guy Garage, I posted a video, posted 3 videos over there, I think, since I talked to you last. The 2 Ryobi drills, I may have told you about it, but that video did really well. It like 125 views on it. It does, you know, that type of stuff does well over there. I did the little Craftsman chainsaw, so kind of a micro 25 AV. I thought would do really good, because usually my chainsaw stuff does really well over there. Well, it flopped. It didn't do squat. So that was kind of a bust, and I was kind of really hoping to do something there with that, but no. And then I posted an Oster bread machine that's ours, and it wouldn't need the dough anymore, so I tore that down. We fixed that. Found a rock stuck in it. It was bought used, so, you know, when you buy stuff used, you have no clue where it's been or what has happened to it, or if little Johnny had dumped stones in it or whatever. But anyway, I got that going, and in fact, it's only been on a couple of days since Friday. I think it's doing better than the Craftsman chainsaw already. I don't know, unless my title just, is just really, I really laid an egg with that title and the thumbnail. I don't know. Either that or nobody really gives a crap about little Craftsman chainsaws. But the two Ryobi drills, like I said, that one did fairly well for me. For now, I'll be talking about both channels on here, but I'm probably just going to continue to do that. There's no way I'm going to do 2 coffee breaks, one for here and one for over there. I think I'm just going to start promoting more and more over there. If they want to see what's up and coming on Bald Guy Garage, is to come over and check out the Sunday coffee break over here. I think that would be the best bet, and kind of cross it so we can kind of get more, get subscribers coming on both sides. We were up to like 454 subscribers over on Bald Guy Garage, and then this morning I looked and I lost 2, which is typical. Up and down, those could have been old subscribers from when I did the Cub Cadet lawn tractor, and I haven't done any of that stuff. So they, every time they see me a post of mine, it's like, no, I'm not. Well, I'm not interested in that. He's not doing what I like to watch. So you get, unsubscribe, or people terminate their account off of YouTube. Yeah, off of YouTube. Because YouTube right now and Google are kind of a little bit in trouble. So, and there's going to be people that do move away from YouTube because of what's going on with them. They don't like it. I don't like it, but, there's not much you can do about it. I'm really not about to cancel, to terminate and delete all my stuff. You work too hard at that, and they know it. They know you work hard at what you're doing. At least I think they do. Maybe they don't and they don't care. But you work hard at posting and creating stuff for people to watch, and then you get so much on there and so much time involved, and then you get mad and you want to delete everything. Do I want to delete almost 600 videos from here, and I think 47 over on Bald Guy, and no. And then after everything settles down and you want to start doing it again, you have to start all over from scratch. And I'm not about to do that. If something was to happen, I deleted everything, I'd never come back. Nope. Not the way they treat people. I'd never come back. But right now, I'm into it so deep, you gotta stay. Oh well. Anyway, enough of that. This week coming, let's see, for Bald Guy Garage, I think I have the CNC, that little CNC machine. They call it an engraver, but you can do a little bit of CNC with it. I think I'm gonna edit that out and post it. It's already in the can, sitting in there waiting for me to just kind of go through and edit it. I'll put that on. I might do it Wednesday. I'll see what else I have on there for over there. My hand's cold, that's why I keep. I'll see what else I have for over there, and if I have something a little smaller or something that seems a little better for a Tuesday or a Wednesday post, I'll do that, and then my regular Friday post will be probably the CNC. If there's nothing else, I'll just post on Friday over there. Here, I'll be working on the score reels, wiring them in. Hopefully I can get that all done up for Wednesday, and then hopefully I can get clear coated and get some stuff ready, and show you the rest of the base cabinet ready. And hopefully maybe we can get the back box painted. Got stencils and everything ready for it. It just needs turned white and then color put on it. But it's got to be warm, so I can do that outside instead of in here. And then once that back mech panel's done, I can move the bottom mech panel up on there and we can start working on putting this guy in. So that's kind of the plan right at the moment. Things could change. If it stays cold or I don't have time, I have other stuff that I can post for over here. Let's see, I think I did another little Walkman type, little cassette radio. You know, the Walkman, it's kind of a generic term now, since they were the first ones to come out with it, so everybody calls those little radios Walkmans, and they're not. And I think I have another DVD player that I fixed. I can post that. You know, I have stuff in there to post, but I want to get as far along on top 10 as I can before I have to get busy doing other things, which isn't going to be long. So yeah, that's about what's going on here. I wanted to at least let you know and get some stuff said as to what's going on here and what's going on over Bald Guy Garage, and definitely wanted to let you know that a buddy of mine came through, MRN Bricks came through with the score motor guy that had linked me up with a guy that had the score motor. If you haven't checked out MRN Bricks, do so. He does a lot of arcade stuff if you're interested in that. In fact, I think right now he's doing a Blue Max, but he's always picking stuff up. He's putting an arcade together, so he has a lot more newer stuff than I do. So, you know, if you like the newer stuff, then go over and check him out and give him some love. So that's going to be it for this episode of Coffee Break. I'm cold. I want to go in the house where it's warm. So I hope you enjoyed the coffee break as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you, and hopefully I won't miss too many. Like I said, once in a while I do, because you know, just life gets in the way. So I hope to see you on the next one, and don't forget about my affiliate links and my store. My coffee mugs are on there, and I'll have some Bald Guy Garage stuff being put on there here shortly when I get the ambition and start doing it. So I hope to see you next weekend, next Sunday. Everybody have a great week, and I will see ya.